We've all seen them. That person eating alone in a cafe, or maybe walking through the park completely by themselves. And what's our first instinct? It's usually a little pang of sympathy, right? But what if we've been looking at this whole thing completely backwards?
And that right there, that's the central question we're going to dig into. When you see that person on their own, are you really looking at someone who's lonely, or are you actually witnessing an incredible demonstration of power? To get to the answer, first we have to unpack our default setting. The way most of us are programmed to see the world. I like to call it society's pity party. And it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, we're social creatures. We're built to thrive in groups. So our brain is basically hardwired to see someone on their own and think, whoa, that's not right. We immediately project our own fears onto them. We see sadness, isolation, rejection, and we think, man, that must be awful. Okay, but here's where we flip the script entirely. Let's pivot from that social instinct over to what psychology tells us. And as you can see, these two perspectives could not be more different. What we're conditioned to see as weakness, psychology reframes as strength. What looks like rejection is actually autonomy. And that feeling of pity we have, well, maybe it should be admiration for their incredible level of control. So, let's really dive into that psychological view, shall we? Let's look at the actual mechanics of why being alone can be a genuine superpower. This is where we find the true strength of solitude.
And the whole foundation of this strength is a concept called an internal locus of control. It sounds complicated, but it's a really simple and powerful idea. It's the belief that you are the captain of your own ship. So someone with an external locus of control might say, I failed the test because the teacher hates me. But someone with an internal one, they say, I failed because I didn't study enough. See the difference? You own your outcomes.
And this is what that creates. When your sense of validation, your sense of security, comes from within you, you just don't need a tribe to feel safe. You're not constantly looking around for other people's approval. You become truly self-sufficient. So what's actually happening inside our heads on a neurological level? Let's take a little peek at your brain on alone time.
Okay, think of time alone as a workout for your mind. First off, it fosters autonomous thinking. It gives you the space to form your own opinions, free from the pressure of what everyone else thinks. It also fires up the brain's creative networks. This is why your best ideas pop into your head in the shower or on a solo walk. It lets disconnected thoughts just collide and create something brand new. It builds up that self-sufficiency we just talked about, and maybe most importantly, it acts like a shield against the constant noise and influence from the outside world.
So the most crucial takeaway here is to totally reframe what solitude even is. It's not an absence. It's not some emptiness waiting to be filled. No, it's a presence. It's like a clean, quiet workspace for your mind, an environment where your most unfiltered thoughts and creative ideas can finally come out and play. And this brings us to the most powerful idea of all, the one that really ties everything together. Solitude isn't some condition that just happens to you. It's a decision. It's a choice. The key insight is right here. You don't walk alone because you are rejected. You walk alone because the crowd slows you down. Think about that. It's all about having a destination that requires you to travel light, to move at your own pace. The person you see walking alone isn't falling behind. Chances are they've already lapped the group. Now, to be super clear, this isn't about forced isolation or being antisocial. Not at all. It's about being pro-purpose. When you have a really clear goal, a focused mission, all the chatter and the pace of the crowd can just become a distraction, like an anchor holding you back. Choosing to walk alone is simply choosing to prioritize your destination. So, we'll leave you with this final thought. Take a moment to look at your own life, your own goals, your own path, and ask yourself this really provocative question. What incredible things could you achieve if you just gave yourself permission to step away from the pack and walk at your own speed?